It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see the Antlers. Rocket-arm quarterback. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Antlers and the Orbits, next on Madden NFL 24.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Antlers of Rio de Janeiro and the Orlando Orbits. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They come in losers in 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cariocas, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Here's Barkley. That is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Pryor has it complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Thomas. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on 1 throw.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Barkley. They shakes him off. And that's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Antlers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 22-yard line.
Thomas will look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Thomas. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
35 yards that time on the punt. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he has a big gain inside 40 before being dropped.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Barkley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barkley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thomas. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Rocked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now Thomas on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Barkley. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw again on 2nd down, Barkley. And he will find his man on the outside. His 4th catch already in this 1st quarter. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Barkley. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Willis. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Barkley to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come with
touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Antlers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Orlando takes back over on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thomas. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morris. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 80 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Barkley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it as we resume action. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well, so things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Thomas. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 45 on second down, Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down now, it's Willis, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Barkley. Throw caught there by Willis. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
39-yard line.
Off the play fake, Thomas. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Thomas. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd and 10, Barkley. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Off play action. Barkley. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Thomas from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Thomas now on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep the deficit at 20.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down, Barkley. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Barkley. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Antlers continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that stretches the lead to 27. A drive that time of 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One more go for this offense in the first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Thomas throwing to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Thomas. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Whitfield, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. This is Reese on the ground. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Barkley. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
They'll look to throw, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get into the end zone here, although there is a flag down, but this could very well be a hold anyway.
Unbelievable.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Throwing after the interception, Barkley. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Barkley. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try the left side. It's Willis, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 33. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Orlando takes back over on offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Thomas looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go.
Whitfield. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dean.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Thomas.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Orbits are able to cut into that deficit.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Rio offense set to take over.
They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Barkley.
And he's caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Barkley. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barkley. Pryor has it complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Thomas. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dean. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Orlando, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Thomas. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
9 yards to go.
Now Thomas to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they bring out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Barkley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Willis. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 9
19. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off play action. Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Orlando takes back over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
98 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
To throw is Thomas. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Orlando takes back over on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Whitfield, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Orbits have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Thomas will look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Thomas. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, It's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's got it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
This is 1st and 10. Here's Barkley.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Barkley.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Rio,
it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.